right now what I'm doing is after we drew out the tip to a taper, we necked in this using the corner of the anvil here. So right now what I'm doing is I'm drawing out the sides to make the leaf shape, and so I'm focusing my hammer blows with my rounding hammer here. I'm focusing it on the edge of the hammer face along with the edge of the leaf here, and that's going to help concentrate the hit and pull out the area that I need. So let's throw this steel back in the fire. We'll get it hot again. Go to town. So first, before I do my work, I'm going to take my brush here, brush off the scale. That helps keep the steel nice and clean, prevents pitting on it, gives us a nice place to work. So now you can see by concentrating the blows right here, I'm able to make it a little wider and fatter. But since I'm not getting the width that I want, I'm going to switch hammers. So I'm going to get rid of my rounding hammer, and if I can find it, I'm going to move over to a cross-peen hammer. Come back from the other side here. Alright. So, comes out a little rough there. My forging wasn't the best on it. Rushed through it a little bit. But we can always bring it down with a hand file, bring it into the shape that we want a little bit more. And this would be a nice finial, which is the end of a decorative end to the metal piece that we're working on. Be nice for either a wrought iron fence or a hook or something like that. And there we go. Just here to watch and hang out.
Yeah, he wants to watch it.
Watch and hang out? That's cool. I appreciate the honesty. So what we're doing now is we're moving on to, we're making some hooks. So the finished piece is going to look exactly like this. So these are some that I made on a different day. So this will be mounted with my nails here onto these wooden boards over here. So we're gonna have a couple of them next to each other, be able to hang it on your wall. Look pretty nice, I think.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my round stock, it's 3/8 round stock, and what I'm doing is I'm bringing it down to be more of a flat stock. So I'm bringing it down to 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch. I'm gonna take a 9-inch piece, cut that off, then I'm gonna taper the ends. So what that means is bring it down to a point. I'm gonna round the point here, and then I'll bend it into shape, and then we'll do what we call punching. So I'm gonna punch my holes, and that just basically means to use a punch, which is a tool, looks like this, here. And I'm gonna drive that into the metal about 3/4 of the way through, flip it over, drive it through the other side, punches out a nice little slug. And it's basically how we make holes in metal with before we had drills and stuff. Now punching offers a couple different benefits compared to drilling. So drilling, you always lose, or any of the material that's there where the drill bit is, you're losing it. With punching, it's beneficial because we're only losing a very small amount of material compared to drilling. There is some material loss, but very, very little. So what happens, it'll actually push the material out of the way, and that way we now have a hole that's very strong, especially when you're talking about older materials such as wrought iron.